Alright, Landers, so it's a new month, and with that, we have a new set of limit breaker quests to tackle today, and this one I already know right from the get-go is going to be very difficult, because just the lack of options, right? Let's be honest. I mean, Snowball in particular obviously is designed for the new Bambietta. I don't have it on my main account, but the alternative options are very lacking, given that there's basically no other good melee Aaroniero killer. So your next best thing to do is probably just bring a technique melee character, and in my case, at least on my account, my best character that I can bring here seems to be Ichibei. So we're going to put him in slot number 1. We're going to use these following accessories: a lieutenant's badge, a fortification pill, and also T-set. We're then using these 3 links, a good mixture of recharge, strong attack damage, and of course full stamina damage. He's only SP level 10 with full stamina and SP as bonus abilities. Slot number 2, we have the ideal character here. We do want to bring a power melee character with the hollow kill ability. Best character that comes to mind other than, of course, Mugetsu is going to be 1000 Year Blood Boy Yamamoto. You can maybe get away using a non-power character, but a melee hollow killer, in that case Yuha, might be serviceable here. But as we know, right, with the last 2 months, these limit breaker enemies have quite the large amount of HP, where maybe if you possibly can, you do want to try and get all requirements, all damage buffs here. In my case, of course, I did pull for Mugetsu. Step 10, you're guaranteed him, so I do have access to him, and in this case, I have a fortification pill, T-set, and once more, lieutenant's badge. For links, mixture of recharge, full stamina, more strong attack damage only when at full stamina. Overall, getting close to 1600 SP, only level 10 SP, only 1-5, didn't get duplicates of him. But that's fine, he's going to be our main carry. He's going to be the one that's carrying a lot faster, one would hope so, with full stamina and also SP as bonus abilities. And remember, as a soul trait, he is giving our entire team a 20% strong attack damage buff, which is going to be quite noteworthy here. And then our third character, since he is a ranged character here, we are bringing Quincy Ichigo. He doesn't have killer, but the main purpose that he is getting the range damage bonus while also giving recharge to Ichibei in slot number 1. So for his build, same build, fortification build, Kamari, and also Katakura Alpha to fulfill his affiliation role. We are using 2 technique characters here, so your links might be a tad bit spread apart, but I'm fortunate enough to have access to quite a few sets of really good links, especially for these special move trial quests. I have most of these 5-5, so I'm using these 3 soul traits, and in his case, to help us out a lot more here, he is actually max transcended. Unfortunately, still missing 250 SP, but I think it's fine for the most part, right? Full stamina and, of course, long shot are his bonus abilities, and with that said, let's jump into it. I have no idea how far we're going to go. Maybe, hopefully, get to around stage 24, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Honestly, I think my main goal for today is to try and get the rainbow badge, if possible, right? So we did activate the gauge effect. There we go. If anything, oh, this is a new map. That's cool. Kind of forgot here for a second that I should not be spamming my strong attacks with what's his name, Mugetsu, right? That's definitely not the play there. With Ichibei and Ichigo we can, Quincy Ichigo particularly, but let's just make sure we spam all our strong attacks when we can with Ichibei, so we can next have all our attacks, or build the gauge as fast as possible, right? So Mugetsu is feeling very smooth here, although I'm kind of just wasting a lot of strong attacks. The enemies are kind of spaced quite far apart here, so maybe you will have to spam quite a bit with Mugetsu. Even though he might be our fastest character for these stages, at the same time, he might be one of our slow ones. Let's use our SA3 into the 1, then 2. At this point, just use our normal attacks to build up the gauge if possible. These are, of course, the tanky enemies, where we're definitely noting a massive damage fall off here. But I mean, to be fair, Ichibei's still doing quite good here. If I had the focus slot, this would have been really good. We would have already cleared this stage. Stage doesn't seem too bad, but there are points when now our damage is like super low. Might as well use the SA3 to build up the gauge. SA1, and then hopefully the 2 finishes up. That seems to be the case. Let's just use the SA3 to build the gauge once more. Might as well use my SA3 and then 2 here. Into the 1. Back up. Now remember, Mugetsu can inflict weakening, but it only lasts like 2 seconds. But to be fair, damage output here. I mean, granted he gets all the damage buffs here, but damage is very high from Mugetsu. I think we're kind of chilling right now. Alright, let's SA3 upwards. These enemies don't seem like too much of an issue. The damage buff we are getting here seems to be really good. Let's SA2, then 1. There we go. Look at that. Quincy Ichigo here being max transcended, definitely helping out. So it looks like Ichibei is going to be our slowest character. And it probably means we're going to have to use our Soul Bomb on his stage. Right, SA1 upwards. Fortunately, a couple enemies. Oh, actually, we got the enemies behind. I'm not gonna. I'm still not used to Mugetsu being like actually good. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, it feels weird to actually still have a Mugetsu that's actually hitting very hard and has like a modern kit. Let's use our SA3 into the 2 and then 1. I mean, Ichibe's holding up thus far, right? He's definitely going to slow down, but I think if our main goal is just to get to stage 20, it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, Mugetsu, man. Great. Absolutely great character right there. SA1 goes upwards. Let's SA3. No enemies there. Lovely. Haven't got inflicted with Stasm just yet, so that's thus far, thus good. This seems to be one of our hardest stages here, so what we are going to do is probably stop him now. Yikes. That's an absolute yikes. We just wasted a lot of damage here. We might have to come back to this stage after at a point then. I really thought, my fault, I really thought the Sobon would actually go into the final stage because we just lost out on 30% damage. Alright, Gauge about to activate. Let's activate it with the SA3. Get them all in the corner. Use our normal attacks when we can. SA3. And unfortunately, the run is getting ruined here. We've lost a lot of DPS. This seems tough, I'm not going to lie. This seems very, very tough with the options that we do have here. Because I don't think we can get into stage 20 now. Not with this current run. Because I'm sure we'll get to a clear stage fine, and it looks like Quincy Ichigo's also clearing relatively fast. But with us taking damage and us wasting the Soul Bomb, looks like the run is kind of over. But let's see how far we can actually make it. This is so fast. Come on. Come on, Ichibe. My goat, the Mad Monk, can't be getting defeated by Aronkas. The damage drop-off when you lose your full stamina is absolutely crazy. But slowly, surely, we are making our way through here. One would think. SA1. Taking more damage. Gauge activates with the SA3. And then 2. There we go. That took like how long? A minute and a half? Yeesh. Yeesh. But that's our fault, right? We wasted a lot of DPS there. And you know what? Using the summon on Mugetsu doesn't seem like a bad idea, but I think our strong attack damage output's good as is. Like, look at the damage we're doing here. We would clear that stage very, very quick. Stage 17. That is shocking. That is shocking. So as we can see there, clear time for Mugetsu and also Quincy Ichigo. Honestly, fine. It's stage 1 that's the bad one. It really is the bad one here because 43 seconds on stage 7, it's serviceable. We can work with that, right? But 2 minutes on stage 16 is bad. Very, very bad. So what we're going to do now is get back to stage 16 and this time not waste our Soul Bomb and hopefully don't take any damage. Because if we can do that, we can probably get through stage 16 in under a minute and that should give us another minute to get through Quincy Ichigo and also Mugetsu stage, which hopefully we can do. Alright then, so we are once more back into stage 16. So in this case, it looks like our Gauge is about to reactivate the pawn using the SA3. So let's go here. Use our SA3, Soul Bomb. SA2. Then a 1. Try and keep a distance, because if we let them get too close to us, they start like attacking and getting far away. Good damage thus far, actually. Look at that. We're actually doing really good here. Hold on. Now it's going to get a bit weird, but let's see how this does go. Yeah, if we had the focus slot here, Ichibe would have already been long done with this stage. Let's just use the SA3 to quickly activate the Gauge once more. There we go, look at that. Way better. 1 minute and 19 seconds left. But the question is, can we actually clear the other stages that fast? Mugetsu should be able to. One would hope Quincy Ichigo can, but unfortunately I'm wasting strong attacks, so that's not too good. Let's SA1 downwards, SA3, then 2, then 1. I mean, Mugetsu's that guy. Mugetsu's that guy. There we go, nice and easy. Just right now, this is our last hurdle. Wasted a strong attack too, that's not good. Let's just sit back. SA1 into the 2. Good weakening procs. SA3. Okay, looks good. We're definitely breaking into stage 20. Well, one would hope so, right? We have, what, 3 more stages to go? 30 seconds? SA2. Gonna be a bit slow here. There we go. Let's back it up. SA2. Into the 1. Nice. Stage 21. Shouldn't be too bad here. SA3. Nice. Ichibe, don't slow us down here, lads. Let's SA1 upwards. Then 3. Can this kill? No, it's so close. No, it's so close, 22. Well, I guess it counts as stage 21, right? Man, this one's tough. I think this is probably the worst breakers that we've gotten thus far. I'm definitely going to retry this on my own time. But you can see there, right? If everything goes as planned, we can actually clear stage 16 at the same speed as it takes us to clear stage 7. In this case, 46 seconds, right? The benefit here is that we get to, use our sub bomb, which boosts our gauge fill. So we can activate the gauge once more. And of course, it also does apply weakened defense. Quincy Ichigo and Max Transcendent at the very least does seem to be quite solid. I think the range damage buff is quite noteworthy. But I still think he's going to perform relatively good at 1525, right? But yeah, this is definitely one of the more difficult limit break quests out there. And it surely comes down to the options. Realistically, that's the main part, right? In this case, I believe I got every reward. I'm missing 10,000, but again, I think I'll do that on my own time. I'm quite happy with this run. But of course, around 2-3 months ago, Caleb did make the enemies themselves a lot tankier. And then right now, I feel like we're seeing the worst of it because in a way, this quest wants you to pull for 2 new characters, right? Granted, Mugetsu's premium, and he's also guaranteed in 10 steps, so it's not too much to ask for. But asking for that, and then also a Bambietta, is a bit much in my opinion, but at least Mugetsu has decent substitutes right now. Again, when it comes to your melee Aaroniero killers, that are basically non-existent, right? Basically non-existent. Because look at this, no one here is good. Your best option to a certain extent would be Grimjaw, but his damage is terrible. Even if you have him max transcended, I don't think he's going to be good here. And that ultimately is the biggest problem, because if we looked at, 2 months ago, again, maybe 3-4 months ago, when it was ranged Aaroniero killer, you didn't need Rangiku, because if you had Aizen, he was equally as good, if not better, right? There was alternative options, albeit just one. So not having Rangiku wasn't that bad, but right now, not having Bambietta, it does hurt a bit, because in my opinion, your next best option probably is Ichibei, and as you can see there, I mean, to be fair, I'd say Ichibei performed relatively well. But I think I was able to use Ichibei mostly because I had a better backup on slot 2 and 3. If you have a worse slot 2 and 3, the extra time you're spending on Ichibei stage is going to add up over time. But overall, that's my clear time. Stage 21. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to miss the days of being able to get into stage 30 if you had the new character, because it was fun. I feel like even nowadays, even if I had Bambietta, I'm not getting into stage 30. I think right now there's a lot of complaints on Discord about this limit breaker quest, and I understand it. I also don't like it. I'm still able to get my rainbow badge, which is my main goal, but I did like getting into stage 30 at times. It felt powerful. It felt like you had a good team. Nowadays, even if I was to use these same teams again, same exact rules, but with the new HP, I doubt you're able to get into stage 30. And if anything, for me, if I was to put Bambietta, I'm only getting 4 more stages, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be hard capped at Bambietta stage. Either way, though, let me know what team you guys use in the comments below, and let me know what stage you to get to. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and peace.